Yeah, I think I feel that marijuana pill. Got me a little woozy.
You wanna
Got him
gum?
at little gum.
Wish I could send one over to you.
You didn't do a Bill Cosby impersonation on the Bill episode or nothing.
No.
He said
I
no.
thought you were gonna do it.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know until you do it.
I've tried to imitate him. I can't do it. You're good at it.
I didn't know I
Yeah.
could juggle until I did one day. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sir, do you know where you are? No, where am I? You're at Eagleville Psychiatric Unit. You overdosed last night on drugs. Your girlfriend said there was a note that you were trying to kill yourself. Is that true? I don't know. Well, let's start with your name. Do you know your name? Yeah, I got high in my dreams last night.
Welcome everybody to Phoenixville to Phoenix. This is episode 27. I am one of three of your hosts, Ricky Fitz, along with Monty Mon and Bombshell Kel. You know what I mean? We may be accompanied by Jon Murdock a little later. Not sure if he's jumping on or not, but you know, he's always welcome.
Oh my
So what's up? How y'all doing? Let's jump into a feelings check and then let's get into some topics and talk some shit. I just ate an edible, so salute to the edibles. You know what I mean?
I just took a marijuana tablet. Never thought
Marijuana
I'd say
tablet and edibles. See? It worked out.
that. Mhm.
So how y'all feeling? What happened this week or last week or what's going
Yeah,
on?
did we record last week? I don't even know. I think the tablet kicked in. Tell you that.
We did.
You just talked about it. I didn't even know you uploaded.
Oh yeah, that's right. See, the fucking tablet. What's that you got there, Mickey's? I got way too excited. I'm tired of seeing
for a
White
while.
Claws and shit. And truly, it's a real man's beer.
That's a real man's beer. I agree with that. Mickey's, I love Mickey's. And
Yeah.
story real quick, you know what I mean? This is feelings check. Let me hop in.
Yeah, hop in.
The corner store I always go to, for some reason, this is the only beer I drink, really. I'll grab some Blue Moon or something like that, but that's it. You know what I mean? This or Blue Moon. That's just really all I want to drink. So they got rid of it for some reason. I couldn't find Mickey's anywhere around here. I was like getting a little worried. And yeah, all of a sudden I went to Cali, found some Mickey's out there, was all, you know, in my groove, come back, and now all of a sudden there's Mickey's again back at the corner store. So
oh shit.
So we back. You know what I mean? That
yeah,
you know what I mean? I feel good about that. I like it. I don't know.
They go in there and say, keep this around. I like it.
I did. I mentioned it to a few of this day. I was like, what happened to the Mickey's? They're like, I don't know. They were like, it goes fast. They were like, as soon as we get it, it's always gone. So I'm like, damn, they fucking with me. And I live, yo, Kel, I live in literally like an all white, like suburb city. Like, so it's funny. I was like, who the fuck's drinking all my Mickeys? You know what I mean? I know I ain't drinking.
I'm racist. Like, can you just take a photo?
Yeah, can a black man have something around here? Shit.
You can't even have your fucking Mickeys.
I don't know if they selling them fast. I guess that's what the lady was selling, but
people know good beer.
I like it. Some people would call that trash. They'll be like, Mickey's is trash. Mickey's one man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I mean? Straight up. I got my Ice Cube shirt on. We around.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I also feel on my feelings check. Work's looking really good. It's like it's crazy because I got in here and there's like a lot of opportunity at this job, like for growth, right? As far as like you might not be at your position for long. They're gonna try to move you up and do some things. And it's just a good opportunity. I'm already seeing that there's some potential for, you know, some promotions and stuff like that. So
I like it. That's
maybe moving around, maybe even like going to like different cities to work there for a few days and like weird stuff. And they pay for like hotel rooms and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's dope. Yeah, it's pretty dope. They want me to create some stuff for like the menu and shit. It's pretty dope. So I'm excited about that.
You should be. Proud of you, bruh.
Video comes out. Actually, when you see this, the video will be out. Felonies. Check that shit out, man. Put a lot of time and effort into that. Produced by Obvious Bane. Mixed and mastered by Jon Murdock. You know what I mean? Got Murdock out of the, we getting him. I'm telling you, I'm getting Murdock out of his comfort zone. We just talk about comfort zone. Get him out of there, man. We're going to get him.
Yeah. And where can they watch it at? Where can they watch it, the video?
Video will be exclusively on YouTube. And, you know, the song will be everywhere. It'll be on every major streaming platform. Matter of fact, it's probably on there now. Because when you uploaded it, it's weird, but it should be up now. It's probably on everything as we speak. But about the time you see this, it's definitely going to be out. So, hell yeah, working. Got to work on the next video soon. So, you know. Yeah. But and one more thing, one thing I realized, editing this video, it took a long time. I took way more time on this one than any other one that I had. Okay. And I think I'm outgrowing my software. I think I got to upgrade my software to get a lot more out of it, because I think I'm just getting a little better with it.
Right.
And it's funny how crazy I can sit at this computer for 8-9 hours damn near straight. I mean, getting up, walking away for a few minutes, coming right back, and just, it's crazy when you find something you love to do. And I was telling Kelly, or I think I told both of y'all a little while ago before we started this episode, that I don't know if music is it. I think it's something in that area, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's music. It could be something else. It could be just songwriting, you know what I mean? The older we get, like, I'm not getting younger. So for me to, you know, I'm about to get in shape though and make this one last run. I told niggas I'm getting diesel and we're going to bust out like 50 Cent, you know what I mean? We're going to try that approach. Be in tank tops all winter, you know what I mean? We ain't playing with them.
Oh, my little brother's going to have his muscle shirt on all summer, all winter.
I was going to throw it on today. I'm actually doing well with, you know, my little diet I've started. So I started prep into it this time. I didn't just, all right, I'm cutting all this shit up. Right. I said, let me ease into this, John. Yeah, I mean, give it a little foreplay and see if we can get the thing.
I like to call it a lifestyle change.
It is.
And that's all it is. That's been working for me. I haven't lost a lot of weight recently, but I maintained it, and I know how I'm not gaining any.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know what I mean?
And Kel, that's anything, right? Yeah. Everything. Like, let's say you're going to get a new job. That's a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's, you know, it's an adjustment in
it is.
Different areas of your life. So it's a beautiful thing. I love change. I push for change. I encourage change at every time.
I really
I let shit go. I'll throw shit in the trash, get that shit the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's time to get the new one.
Absolutely.
Like, we're redoing the living room, so, you know, let's get rid of some of this old shit so we can make room for the new shit.
What, new baby? You have another one?
Nah, I don't think so. I think we're done with babies. Yeah. I don't think we got one. She's a handful.
I guess it's my turn. I'll be 42. Everybody's kids are gonna be like 15.
That's all right.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing wrong with that. So what's up, Kel? You having a baby? Is that what you telling me?
I can't say that I am. I haven't even found a suitor yet.
Yeah, you gotta find that first. I would encourage that.
That's gotta be somebody decent too. I just can't be having babies by anybody. Or given my previous track record, things wouldn't be going so well with any of the would have been baby daddies. Lord have mercy.
It wouldn't have worked out too well. But what's going on in your life, Kels?
Well, I don't want to say too much, but I'm looking into you know, switching up my career path.
Is it a different, like, are you doing something totally different, or is it just kind of a different location?
Totally different, same type of industry, just, you know, somewhere like you were talking about, somewhere where I know I can grow. You know, I worked somewhere for many years, about 10 years with Legas, which is now Ascendant, but I traveled not too much, like just enough. And I miss that. So, you know, the path I'm on now, I want to get back to something like that. And I think, you know, what I've learned, and that's what I've been doing the last like week or so, is learning a lot about myself, is how I took advantage of what I had when I had it. Because, you know, I was a little bit younger, but I didn't realize I was making like such good money, which wasn't even it, but I was really happy. You know, the money, a bonus, of course. But I was really happy. I was traveling, you know what I mean? And then our parent company bought us out, and it was just done. So, granted, I'm happy where I'm at now. I love the place, but I'm on the bigger and better things. And I always get like this, or I have this urge when like there's something that happened in my life that just kind of almost it's like a push. And I feel like this time it was Tom. When someone close to me passes, it's like, okay. And with Tom, he was always encouraging me, and I like that about him. I love that about him. It was one of my favorite things. We encourage each other, but he always made you feel good. And he's like, you're gonna be the shit, and you're the shit, blah blah blah. And I'm thinking to myself at this point, like, I'm not the shit. I want to be the shit, so I'm gonna go, make something happen. So that's where I'm at right now, just in a transition stage.
That's a great mindset too. To say, not to say that you ain't the shit, because I think I would disagree with you and say you are, but for you to say that to yourself and holding yourself accountable and saying, you know what, I know where I'm at right now, and I know where I can be. You know what I'm saying?
Better.
And that's all it is.
So much better without, and I think the anxiety obviously gets the best of me sometimes, and that's what this is all about: getting out of that comfort zone. Saying fuck you to my anxiety is, as much as I possibly can, because it's gonna be there. But and just keeping it moving.
But it can be like a prison sometimes, anxiety and fear and stuff.
So all in all, as far as my feelings go, I'm excited. I'm not nervous. I'm getting phone calls from all these like, dope ass companies and stuff. So they're like, I see your resume, and then I got my LinkedIn popping. It takes a while to grow a LinkedIn account. I don't know if you guys have one, but get one and build that shit. It took me about 10 years to get 500 connections, but once employers see that shit, it's just like, it's on and popping, and that's what it has been. So I'm excited. I feel good. I miss White Rat, of course. I know we all do. So, it's tough to kick off the summer, or any time of year, but it's like we lost Joe kicking off the summer too. So it just feels like similar. It's just, it's a lot, So of course I'm a little sad still, but I'm making shit happen in the name of White Rat and everybody else we lost.
That's right. And I hope that video helps some people. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there is a little piece in there where, White Rat's all, you guys seen it. We're on it. It's episode 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I wanted to use that just to, you know what I mean? So you can hear his voice, see him, you know what I mean? Laugh with him. You know what I mean? It's a moment. Yeah, it's a moment.
I love it. I think it's amazing.
Derek made it sound good, so we do some reverb so you can hear some echo. It sounds dope.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'm like really grateful that we have that too, like the footage and stuff and the voice.
Oh my God.
Like I was thinking the other day, like, as you both know, I've told you about, tell the audience, like I've been really struggling with grief still. I feel like it's getting worse. And I thought to myself, it's like, wow, I haven't heard my mom's voice in like a year and a half. And it just seems so long, right? And it's, I don't know, it's difficult.
Right.
Well, with Tom, at least, like, it's like you miss somebody, it's like, oh, you can go and watch this. So it's a little bit of comfort as opposed to not having anything.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so I've just been dealing with that and taking it one day at a time, really. A lot harder than I thought it would be. And actually, society has you like, and I think even myself, you have like a certain timeline that you want to give yourself. Even with just like certain things, like, oh, by this age, I should be married, or by this age, I should have a house, or by this time, I maybe should be feeling better. And I don't feel like I'm kind of on that timeline with this situation. So I'm starting to feel like if it's not normal or whatever the case may be. I don't know what normal is, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't think
I know exactly what you mean. I saw something that said like, let's normalize like, maybe getting married in your 30s or your 40s or becoming successful in your 50s or whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be, you get out of high school, you do this, you do that, you get married, you have kids, and then by 40, you're just done and your life is considered complete then. Doesn't have to. Yeah, you're on your own time. We're on our own time.
I don't think you can put a time frame on that shit, personally.
Yeah. No.
I don't think it's fair to you or fair to anybody else that somebody, whether it's you or anybody else, puts a time frame on,
Right.
But I will say this: it takes work. This shit don't happen on its own. Don't think time's going to heal that wound by itself. You got to put the work in. You have to find ways to sometimes distract yourself and, find a habit, find a hobby. I don't like the way habit sounds.
Yeah, right.
Find a habit, find a hobby.
Well, like one of the things, like I know, like we're all busy, right? And like, okay, so, and with everything that's been going on, we haven't been able to spend a lot of time together and whatever the case may be. So one of the ways that me and Kelly will spend time together is we go to the nail place, right? We've been doing this for a long time.
Many, many years.
I have been so frustrated with this nail place, and I just can't believe in this whole town, you cannot get your nails done around here at all.
Place.
And we've gone to every single place in this area.
Even Alana mentioned it, and she's
my daughter's like, you're changing nail places again?
Yeah, she said you went to the one by Foresta's or whatever she said, and you went to the one by Acme. She knew them all.
And it's weird because they're always very nice to us at the beginning, right? And then we go together, and we see other people go together. They get to sit together and talk, and that's one of the reasons that we go at the same time, so we could talk with each other.
Yeah, I don't see you all freaking week.
Yeah, we go, and once they get comfortable with us, we're separated.
It's so weird though. It happens everywhere.
What y'all be doing? Y'all gotta be doing something.
I told her, I said, Monica reminds me of high school because Joe in high school, he sat behind me in every class because it was night and then Kovac.
Yeah.
We would draw a lot. I remember most of our teachers put Joe or me like way across the fucking classroom. I said, that's how I feel they're doing this at the nail place. But Monica and I don't even draw like that at the nail place. Like Joe and I were actually drawing.
Yeah.
Let me see y'all nails.
Well, right now, where am I at?
So what did they mess up on? Did they mess up?
Oh, no, these are the fixed. This is fixed.
Yeah, Monica's are fixed now. She had the toothpaste nails.
Derek, what'd you say? They look like Aquafresh. I had on my nails.
Yeah, they fucked your shit up.
Yeah,
they really bad.
You at the dollar store, ain't
fucking, she tells me to call, and then she don't answer my calls. Kelly had to call.
I called it. The nail lady. Look, I called her. She said, what you break? And I said, I didn't break nothing. I said, I'm calling for Monica because she's at work and she's trying to get in there and get her nails fixed.
Yeah, she wouldn't answer
all
for me.
She was like, oh, okay, when she want to come? And I said, as soon as possible. Shit, already been waiting for 4 days. The fuck? And it's a holiday weekend. You sent her home with Aquafresh nails. We're not doing that.
I was so mad. I was shaking in there. I left. I left.
She left me.
I was ready to go to
jail. And walked up to McDonald's. Called me up there.
What was the best one around that y'all would go to? Is there like one that you used to go to you really liked it and it shut down, or somebody, what happened?
They've all treated us like this. Every fucking nail place. We really like all of them.
The best one is the one we
and then we start getting pushed to the side.
So what do you think it is? It's the Chinese or Vietnamese people or something that just don't fuck with y'all or something?
I don't know.
Do you think you guys may come off like?
I think they just get too comfortable.
Do you ever think it's you guys that fuck?
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I wish I could say that because I would check myself, but I tip well. I'm kind. You know what I mean? Please, thank you. You know what I mean? If I show them a photo of a design, I tell them it doesn't have to look exactly like this. No pressure, just something like it. So I'm not rude. And then this thing,
all right, so
they've mangled my shit. And I'm still not rude about it. Like the one time I had like some type of like pink and she put 2 brown accent nails on it and gonna tell me it matches.
Yeah, it don't look great.
We all know it didn't.
If your appointment's at 5:30, all right, how about you guys? You go into your barber, your appointment's at 5:30.
I better be in that
your
chair.
Barber be comfortable?
I better be in that chair by 10 of 6. I'll give you
Yeah.
20 minutes because you might be in the middle of cutting somebody.
She'll take other people and have us still sitting there.
Nah,
6:30.
yeah, that's not, we don't do that.
So how could that be us?
It's poor. It's very bad customer service.
I'm saying maybe you guys.
Your loyal customers.
I'm thinking maybe y'all just rub them the wrong way, or maybe y'all come off a certain way that they don't really like y'all. For some reason, I don't know.
Maybe.
And then, and then it's weird. She's like, please don't go somewhere else. Please. I said, I don't fucking know.
This is what happened. Once we started speaking up and saying, hey, you know, I don't like this. Can you redo it? That's when they started acting funny.
Polish is getting slammed. All this shit. Oh, no, it's too much.
Yeah, I'd see. I couldn't go back to one of them places. As soon as I start seeing polish getting slammed, I'm like, oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
y'all not getting another dime on my bread.
It's just time to find a new spot. It's just hard in Phoenixville to find a spot who can really hook your shit up. These people are from New York. You know, they're quick. They know how to file them. You know, they got all the dope colors. We're just gonna have to go out of town now. You know?
I think you got to go OT and get. How often do you get your nails done?
Every 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Find something in Norristown or somewhere. You won't have to travel. That's
Same way you do for a haircut. We got
to get out your comfort zone, guys.
Yeah,
we
it's
just
the
talked
same
about
thing with barbers in Phoenixville. No nail salons.
You can't get a haircut around this motherfucker.
You cannot get a haircut
from barber.
I know when I was back there, you couldn't get a decent cut.
Sorry, Rupert. I love you, cuz.
Well, no. I will say this: I never had Rupert cut my hair, but there was a big bull that worked down there right before I went to Lex's wedding. I stopped in there real quick to get a quick haircut. He hooked me all the way up. My shit was crisp.
Where was that at?
It was at Rupert's Joint, right down there where Daryl, or right next to kind of where Daryl's old shop was, right down there on A Street.
Yep, I know that.
He had a big bull. I don't think the big bull works there no more. I think, this was back when, I don't know what year that was, when Lex was there, 2017, 18.
Yeah.
We're going to play a little game.
Oh, we are right now?
We're going to do some hip hop trivia.
Damn.
I can't participate because I have the answers.
Ain't that a bitch? Sorry.
So how are we going to...
Obviously.
How are we going to buzz in?
Just yell it out, I guess, right? Say no buzzers.
All right.
No buzzers.
So we spice it up a little bit.
We ain't that sophisticated yet with the podcast.
So sophisticated. You gotta get initiated.
It is multiple choice.
Hold on, let me ask a question. Do you have something that you took this from or something online?
Yes.
Okay, because you didn't just make this up and write all this out, right?
No.
It's multiple choice.
I have a...
Oh, talking about haircut. I needed a haircut last weekend for the 4th of July weekend. And I went down to the Philly Fades joint, and Ahmed got me in there real quick, but they were busy, and they were super busy. It was like an hour and a half wait. But Ahmed had somebody that was waiting, somebody that was late, actually. He was like, yo, I got like 15, 20 minutes. I'll cut you real quick. I was like, just fade me up and give me a 5 on top and get me out of here. So it was like 15, 20 minutes. He cut me, and he did a good job.
Yeah,
he did.
Can Ahmed cut? That's my little cousin. I don't know if he can cut, though, can he? I mean, I ain't trying to blast him on the show.
Well, it's the first time that, and he rushed it, but he didn't mess nothing up. He gave me exactly what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't go, like, I told him just rush it too, and he didn't leave no crazy shit. He went, snipped it, shaped it all up right, did the front. I told him how I wanted it in the front because they had a weird cowlick and shit. And he lined it up fine. I'm like, damn, okay.
Does the bull E? The bull E still work down there?
Who?
The bull E. Puerto Rican bull.
I don't know, man. There was a couple people there, and I just didn't know.
Sharp. He was sharp back in the day. He could definitely.
Look, I didn't know anybody else.
My cousin Steve can't cut though. Sorry, Steve. I love you, homie. You cannot cut. Steve stopped me up a couple times. Steve fucked me up one time where I almost wanted to rumble.
Damn, that's bad.
I'm serious. Like I was like, for real though. I got home and I was just like, what the fuck is this?
That's happened to my eyebrow.
I was just like, bro, and I felt offended because I'm like, bro, ain't we related? You my cousin, bro.
Yeah, you're supposed to really look out.
Why would you do me like that?
You fucked Lex up one time real bad.
Yeah, like why would you do me like that? Like I felt offended. I felt like, bro, like what the fuck is this?
Yeah, you can't be fucking up people's haircuts, man. That's just so drawing.
Or their nails.
Or
so we're stuck with that shit.
That lady fucked up my eyebrow too. You can't tell because I highlight and contour my shit, but I got 3 cuts in my eyebrows trying to wild out. Not even
trying
kidding.
to wild out. Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, we all wild out.
It's multiple choice. I guess if it's multiple choice, we just pick, and I'll keep score. If you get it right, you get a point.
Okay, so will we like to wait to answer until I've said?
Yeah, I guess you gotta wait until everything's set out. It's not
okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. What is Eminem's biggest selling album with over 27 million units sold?
That's easy.
Okay, well, they start off easy. It's number 1.
Who are you asking?
All of you, you have to beat me to the punch.
But she got multiple choice, so she's gonna say the answer.
What?
I know it's the Marshall Mathers.
Marshall Mathers. It's his second album.
Yeah, Marshall Mathers LP.
Oh, well then maybe this isn't a good source.
No, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's have some fun with it. If it works.
So it says the Eminem Show.
Oh wow! Okay.
It sold more than the.
That's still more than. Hold on.
But Marshall Mathers isn't on the selection. It's Encore, Recovery, Eminem Show, and Curtain Call.
Oh,
yeah,
so
it would definitely be Eminem Show.
Supposed to be reading us the multiple choice.
Yeah. But everybody said they knew what it was, so I just assumed it was an obvious, easy one.
That album went diamond though, didn't it?
He has 2 diamond albums, Eminem.
Yeah.
So he has a Marshall Mathers LP, and then what? Eminem Show.
And Eminem Show did more numbers.
I don't know.
Hold on, let's look this up first so we can make sure our source.
It didn't say anything about Marshall Mathers. That's not even on the multiple choice.
I'm looking this up. I didn't think it was that. It says Eminem Show when you Google it.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
All right, so nobody gets a point there.
It sold almost 10 million. Hold on real quick. I thought the other one sold over 10 million copies.
Thought it did.
This is over 27 million units sold.
Yeah, that's worldwide.
Okay, yeah, it must have then because he started getting. But why does it say the Marshall
Eminem Show was a huge album. Like it worked. Even though I didn't think the album was great, I thought it was decent.
It was decent.
It was his last good album.
But then I'm looking here, and this other source says the number 1 selling one was the Marshall Mathers, John, and it has 25 million copies sold. And then it says, it doesn't say how many this has sold. What's it say? How many units does it say it sold? The other one?
It says sold over 27 million units.
Yeah,
I guess it's more. Damn, that motherfucker sold a lot of fucking albums. God damn, he sold a lot of albums.
Yeah, he sold hell yeah. Listen, when I seen the Bloodhound Gang, Doc, and what they sold when I was in that Bull's basement for that New Year's party, I said, oh, okay. He had the brand new Hummer out there. This was years after they had them hits.
Yeah.
They had that big ass house in East Vincent. Like, he was caked up. They was still getting them checks, bro.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, how many did they sell?
Harry Dean, they was still getting them husky ass checks.
I bet from that You and Me, Baby.
You and Me, Baby, ain't nothing but mammals. They killed that shit.
Yeah.
All right, so we got.
All right,
so
we
nobody
fucked that
gets a
up.
point for that.
Nah, we fucked that up for Kelly because Kelly could have got the right answer. We mangled it. We gotta wait for you to read off the.
Yeah, okay. That's the first one. So now we know what we're doing. All right.
All right.
We're good now. We're back.
What artist did Jay-Z have a rap battle with in his high school cafeteria? Big, Nas, or Busta Rhymes?
Busta Rhymes.
I'm gonna say Busta.
I would go with Busta. Gotta be Busta.
Kelly's right.
Yeah, number 3.
I think we're all right. We all get a point, right?
No, I said it first.
Yeah, but it's multiple choice. So let's say I knew the answer. I can't yell it out before they read the rest.
She
right?
raised her hand. She did.
All right, Kelly, you got.
Listen.
No, I'm trying to get the rules. I'm trying to figure it out because I'm.
That's why it's how we were buzzing in.
No, I know how to figure this out. You're going to ask, and then you're going to ask us, give us the multiple choice, and then we'll say who we think, and then you tell us if we're right. Don't just tell the first person you're the one right. Like
yeah. Let's do it like that. We have to. That's
okay, so everybody answers. Okay.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm giving everybody the point because we all got that one right. But we got to take it a little slower so we can get the point system right.
Yeah, and go if you know whatever you think it is, and then give us the answer.
All competitive.
I was too. This she raised her hand first.
Get slow.
Okay. Next one. The line, if you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son, from Jay-Z's hit 99 Problems, is sampled from which artist? Ice Cube, Ice-T, Eazy-E, or Tupac?
I know it.
I'm gonna go with, I don't know this, but I'm guessing. I'm gonna go with Eazy-E.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Eazy-E.
And I'm probably wrong.
You guys are wrong. It's Ice-T.
Yep, you're correct.
Good shit. Doc gets a point. Doc got 2. Me and Kelly got 1. I'm gonna have the score on the screen, so you'll know what you got on the screen as you're watching.
I know the story behind that. That's why. But
well, let's talk about it. That's a good time to bust into it. What's the story behind it? This is a hip hop podcast. Let's give them some.
It was a line. Let me make sure I'm right. It was a line from a record from. I don't think it was originally Ice-T's. I think Ice-T took the line from somebody. Maybe it was what's the name? Luke and them down south. What was their group? I think it was a 2 Live Crew joint.
2 Live Crew.
Am I wrong? It was something like that, but it was like went through somebody else's hands because somebody sued. Either Ice-T sued somebody or they sued him because of the record.
Okay.
It was a hook already. I'm gonna look this up real quick because there's a song with Ice-T, like he already said.
And that song was produced by Rick Rubin, right? The 99 Problems.
Yes, the Jay-Z version.
That was a Rick Rubin beat, and he loves to use those guitar riffs and shit. He's a master at that shit. He does that shit. He did that shit with all of early Def Jam shit.
Yeah, man.
Because Rick Rubin was a rock and roll dude. He wasn't even a hip hop producer. He produced all the rock and roll bulls and shit back in the day. They actually had him signed to Def Jam, didn't he? It was rock and roll bull signed to Def Jam. I think he brought him. I forget. It's a big name too. I just can't think of the name of the band right now. But he brought them to Def Jam, and I think they got signed by him and Russell. But what's the next jump?
Ready for the next question? All right, let me see.
Next.
Which rapper from Compton was on the set of Tupac's California Love years before they were famous? Kendrick Lamar, The Game, or YG?
Oh,
wow.
I would have to say, sheesh, you're talking 95?
96?
95, 96?
Kendrick,
I think Kendrick was a kid. Kendrick would have been a kid.
I'm going to go with The Game.
Who else? What was the other one? YG? I don't know about YG, and I don't think YG was from Compton. Was he?
Maybe. I think he might be.
He might be. I thought he was from, I don't know why I thought he was from Northern Cali, but he probably
so let everybody give me the answer.
I'm going with The Game. I would have
Hold on. So you got YG, The Game, and Kendrick Lamar, and it's the set of
California Love.
I'm looking, Doc, on this one, I'm looking to see who the older person is. And I think the oldest one out of all them is Game.
I'm going to say YG.
All right, everybody's wrong. It's Kendrick.
Oh, he was a kid.
Kendrick was on the set of that? Damn, I would love to know that story. How did he get on the set of that in 95?
How old is he? He's somebody brought him, obviously.
He's not that old.
I'm not sure how old he is.
95. Kendrick's younger than me.
But brother Marquise is on that joint from 2 Live Crew, the original 99 Problems joint. I just looked it up. I knew it was something to do with 2 Live Crew, and then he tried to sue him later when the Jay-Z joint blew or something crazy, but the Jay paid the publishing or something. But I've heard an interview with maybe Ice-T or somebody from that years ago.
That's dope.
That's the story behind that for the most part.
Which rapper co-wrote Will Smith's hit Getting Jiggy With It?
Oh, that's easy.
Dr. Dre, Pharrell, or Nas?
Nas.
I agree with Corey.
Well, who were the
Kelly,
options?
Kelly, say Nas.
We're gonna give you.
Trying to help you here.
We're gonna give you this one, Kelly. That's a
this is
freebie.
Nas. The Nas wrote that.
Really Nas?
They wrote it. Yeah. Listen. Another. We talked about this last week. They were making a Firm album. They were all in Miami, and Will Smith. They were the Firm sessions and the Getting Jiggy With It or whatever that album was. Will Smith was coming out with. They were doing it in the same studio.
Willie style. I think that's what
they said fucking Will Smith will come down and listen to some of the Firm album and shit, bop it down there and shit. They were all like in the same studio.
Going with my broheems.
We're giving everybody a point. Correct. Doc's still winning.
Okay. This one only has 2 people to choose from. Which rapper once held the Guinness World Record for having the most syllables in 1 second? Twista or Busta Rhymes?
I know this one also.
Twista?
Busta Rhymes.
I'm gonna go with Twista because I know he was in the Guinness book. I never heard about Busta Rhymes being in it. He could have later, but
I thought Busta did it on that Chris Brown song.
I remember Twista was in it already, so I'm gonna go with him.
Twista was in it. He had the Guinness Book of World Records. I know he did.
I know he had
I
that.
thought Busta beat it.
All right, let me get your best and finals, everybody. What are they?
Going with Twista.
I'm going with Busta.
I'm going with Tongue Twister.
All right, it's Busta.
Oh shit! He must have did it later.
Busta did it on that Chris Brown song. Remember that?
Oh, he fucking killed that.
And I heard someone say it. And guess who beat him? Because it says used to. It says used to have it, right, Monica? They're no longer the.
Let me see.
Read the question again, because I'm pretty sure who has it now is Eminem off.
Which rapper once held?
Once had it. Yeah, Godzilla song or something. Eminem beat it, I think.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It would be out of them or fucking Tech Nine or somebody. You know, people that want to do that rapid shit.
Tech Nine is a good. If Tech Nine might. Shit, he's up there with that speed shit.
I can see Tech Nine doing it. All right.
We're actress. This is kind of like it's somewhat hip hop, but it's on here. What actress was Snoop Dogg's classmate in high school? Cameron Diaz, Natalie Portman, or Jennifer Aniston?
I know this one.
Cameron Diaz.
So in high school, where did Snoop go to high school? Long Beach? Long Beach High?
I don't know.
Jennifer Aniston was in Long Beach High? All right, so who is it again? What's the options?
Natalie Portman, Jennifer Aniston, and Cameron Diaz.
I don't even know who Natalie Portman is.
Natalie Portman is the girl from Heat.
Swan?
Ain't that Natalie Portman, the girl from Heat?
I think.
But she was a kid. Then Natalie Portman. She plays in Star Wars, right?
When she was really little, she was in The Professional with the French bull.
Yeah, that's Natalie Portman. She plays
it ain't her. It ain't her. She's in a profession, she played the little girl in Professional.
Yeah.
It ain't her. Can't be her. She was a kid back then.
I know who it is. I'm not going to say it yet because then.
Didn't I? Why?
Kelly answered already.
Who'd you say, Kelly?
I'm gonna let Corey answer because he doesn't know.
It was either Cameron Diaz or Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, or Natalie Portman.
I'm gonna go with Jennifer Aniston, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's Cameron Diaz because he used to sell her weed.
That's dope. And you know what?
Well, you're right.
She would be from Cali, right? She's Spanish. She's like half Mexican or something.
Cuban.
She's Cuban?
I always thought she was just a blonde white girl, but I'm wrong.
Nah, I knew she was Spanish. I knew she was Spanish, but I didn't know.
Diaz.
Which one was the highest selling rap album?
Hold on.
Wait, back.
Hold on, let me get my points right. So Kelly and Derek got that right?
Yes.
All right, Derek, you're still up. You got 4. Me and Kelly got 3.
Stay up, kid.
All right, 2 options for this. What is the highest selling rap album of all time?
That's easy.
Life, what?
That's
you already,
easy.
Okay. Get Rich or Die Trying. Life After Death.
Say them again.
Get Rich or Die Trying or Life After Death.
These are the highest of all time.
I'm gonna go with Get Rich or
Selling
Die
rap
Trying.
album,
I'm
yeah.
going out on a limb here.
There's only there's only 2 answers, or there's 3?
There's 2.
There's
Right.
2 for this one.
Crazy thought is I thought the Fugees had I thought
Get
the
Rich
Score
or
was
Die
the biggest
Trying.
selling joint of all time. I'm gonna go with 50 Cent.
Yeah, because I know his first week he killed it. He sold.
I know first week went crazy. I know he sold over 10,
yeah,
but I don't think he sold over. I don't know. I would say 50 Cent.
I'm gonna go with the Biggie joint or the 50 Cent album. And it's Life After Death. That was a double CD. That was a double CD. Are they counting the 2?
I did that. That was actually a good question.
Yeah, it was a quick fucking question. I know he sold a lot of records, but I don't know how many he sold. Because the Wu-Tang Forever joint was a double one. They sold like 3, and that made it like 6 or something. I'm gonna go with the 50 Cent because I know that motherfucker sold like 10 million albums or something.
Yeah, he killed it.
50 Cent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a point.
Hey. Swish. Nothing but fucking net.
My friend.
What? Or my money grip? What's up?
What the fuck?
What was Lil Wayne's former stage name?
Before he was Wayne, he was
Good
something
question.
else.
It probably was better than Lil Wayne, whatever.
I didn't even know this.
Little Tanichi, or is that his new shit?
Little Carter.
What was it?
Little Carter.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Shrimp Daddy. No, I'm giving you his options.
Oh.
Shrimp Daddy.
Game already?
What?
They forgot how to play the fucking game already. We came up, we had a discussion to figure out how to play the game. We forgot how to play it already.
Monica didn't even give us no options. She just.
Yeah, I did. The first option was Little Carter. You're like, really? I didn't know that. I was like, that's not the answer. It's just an
I
option.
fucked that up.
Little Carter, Shrimp Daddy, or Big Wayne.
What did you say? Shrimp
It's
Daddy?
the first one. The first one, Carter.
I'm gonna go with the second one. I don't know why. The Shrimp Daddy is hilarious.
I'm going with that one. I just feel like.
Listen, put it this way: if it's Shrimp Daddy, dog, I'm done.
It is Shrimp Daddy.
I'm glad I lost that. I'm glad I lost that point.
Yo,
that's
figures though.
It's Shrimp, baby.
It's Wayne, baby.
Why would you? Who thought of that? Like, I know he was a kid, but what the fuck was like? Come on, somebody should have been like, "Nah, young boy, we ain't gonna do it like that.
Man, I
don't get like this." You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it. He had no guidance.
They all had whack names anyway.
Drake song, no guidance.
He had no guidance because why would you? I would never let a young boy from the hood. He was like, "Yo, I want to rap." You're not coming out with Shrimp Daddy. Like, we're not gonna let you go out like that. We gonna figure out a better name for you than Shrimp Daddy. We ain't putting.
Who was his mentor? And they were like, "Yeah, that's hot. Go with Shrimp Daddy."
It was fucking what's his name?
They changed it.
It was Baby in them.
Was it Manny? You know who did that? Manny Fresh. I can see him doing that shit. If it, he always said some whack shit. He probably okay Shrimp Daddy.
Manny Fresh is my favorite one out of that whole clique, though.
Somebody just signed me the fuck off.
He was. I didn't like none of the rappers. I didn't like Juvenile. I mean, Juvenile. A lot of people liked it. I never liked Juvenile.
No.
Manny Fresh.
All right, we have some numbers in this one for answers. How many songs has Kanye West produced for other artists?
Oh.
180 to 160. They do it backwards for some reason. 160 to 180, really. 120 to 140, or over 200.
For other people?
Yes.
Over 200. I'm gonna go with the next one. Is it 160 to 180?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that. Even though I feel like Corey's probably right, but I'm gonna go with 160 to 180.
He produced a lot of shit.
Yeah, he did. I just don't. I
A
can't.
lot of Kid Cudi shit. He produced the whole album for Common. He produced the whole album for Nas. He produced all Pusha T shit. I'm gonna go right 200 songs.
I'm gonna go over with the 200.
All right, the correct answer is over 200.
Had to be.
Yeah.
He did all them albums for everybody. SZA, think SZA signed to that label.
He's a fucking beast.
Tiana Taylor, he was doing a lot of her shit. Like he was doing a lot of shit.
I didn't even think about her.
Bird. Yeah, he did a lot of shit, Dougie.
And I have two other ones, but I'm a little like this one. I'm a little taken back by. I don't understand this, and I don't listen to him much. So, but again, this is hip hop, so not everybody listens to the same hip hop that we listen to. What was Future's original stage name?
Whose original stage name?
Future.
Oh gosh, here we go.
What are the options?
Bandos, Rex, Drizzy, and Meathead the Future with a PH.
I'm going with that.
I'm gonna go with Rax.
What was the last one? Meathead.
I'm going with that one.
Hold on.
Meathead the Future.
Hold on.
And it says,
hold on. Say that slower.
All right. What was Future's original stage name? Bandos, Rax, Drizzy, and then this option says Meathead with a colon, the Future, which is spelled with PH.
That was it, I'm telling you.
You're talking about
Meathead is spelled MEAT and then head all in one word. Meathead the Future.
That's amazing. It's horrible, but it's fucking amazing. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna go with the first one, Bandos, because it sounds like he's getting money, doing what or the rack is good. But that sounds all right. But the Meathead.
With Meathead the Future.
Corey, what were you thinking?
Rax, I think.
It's Meathead the Future.
I was just going to change my shit because all the other shit sound basic, and then the Meathead thing. Who would have just came up with that for a multiple choice answer? I was switching my shit, so in my mind, that's where I wanted to go with it at the end. But I'll take the L on it.
Well, you're good. You're good anyway, Doc.
All right. Hold on. Okay, and this is the last one. Wait.
Where am I at now? Core 3.
Derek already got the win. If there's one left, he's 2 ahead of both of us.
All right, there's one. Let's do it between you and Kelly. Well, Derek can still answer. What was the original name of Kendrick Lamar's second album, To Pimp a Butterfly? Was it To Pimp a Cadillac, To Pimp a Caterpillar, or Section 81?
I'm going to go
Caterpillar.
Section 81 was one of his early albums, so that's not it.
To Pimp a Caterpillar.
That's one of, I think, his first album he ever came out with, Section 81. So that ain't it. It's either Pimp a Cadillac or Pimp a Caterpillar?
Caterpillar.
I'm going with the Caterpillar.
I'll go with the Cadillac.
I'm going to go with that too.
All right, you're doing Cadillac, Corey, Kelly, Caterpillar, Derek, Caterpillar, or Cadillac?
I'm going to go with the Cadillac one, actually.
All right, it's To Pimp a Cadillac, or no, not a Cadillac, excuse me, To Pimp a Caterpillar.
All right, now.
There you go. Kelly got second place.
I didn't like that album, so that title.
I didn't like that album either. And a lot of people think it's one of his best albums. I think Section 80 and Good Kid, Mad City was way doper than. That's not any shit. I don't like anything that came after.
Meathead of the Future. That's what got me the
Meathead the Future, and then Future spelled with PH.
PH.
All right. Well, there's our trivia for the night.
Trivia.
I love trivia.
Who doesn't love a good trivia question game?
Yeah, what's up with Fashion Week? Jizza's at Fashion Week?
Jizza was at Fashion Week. The bull, Virgil Abloh, I guess he became, oh my God, what's the term?
He studied with him and Kanye West, I think, were like studying in Paris together.
Oh yeah, big time. He's huge in fashion.
They were in the same circles in Paris when Kanye went over there to learn fashion.
2018, he started running Louis Vuitton, but he really changed the game with Fashion Week this year. He had Jizza there, and during the runway, like Jizza was playing. They played Liquid Swords. They really switched it up though. There's even a video you can go on YouTube and find it. I forget exactly what it's called. But yeah, so just got to, perform at Fashion Week, which I think is dope because Fashion Week, I don't know, I'm into it. I can't afford all that shit, but I've always been fashion crazy, so I know my shit. And then the fashion world is real sedity, from everything to like, if you're familiar with like Anna Wintour and shit, is like the editor of Vogue, real stuck up type John. But just to see that Jizza and then Virgil, made that happen, I thought that was dope. But I think also Christian Dior's working with Travis Scott, so some changes going on in the fashion world, which is cool. It seems more like laid back. But when I saw Jizza, I'm like, okay, we're on to something.
Liquid Swords is being played on the runways, the dopest shit ever.
Yeah, man. And they did a music video. They have a music video.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's super dope. I always stayed in my lane when it came to fashion because I can't afford a lot of this. And I like some of this shit, but I can't afford some of it.
I just like to know it. You know what I mean?
Like I like to walk in the what's some stores I used to go into at the mall and shit. Some of the Louis John's Tom. I used to always go in a lot of stores with Tom. Tom would broaden my horizons because if I can't afford something, I'm not walking in that store. So, but Tom would be like, nah, fuck that. We going in this. He had me down to what was it? What's that shit? The Diamond District in Philly?
Yeah.
I remember I was in a halfway house and I came out. He was living in Philly at the time. So he met me down there. And we was going in there just looking at chains and watches and shit. He was like, yo, one day we getting this shit. We was just talking shit, but it was dope. The security guards looking at us like we crazy, like we ain't supposed to be in that motherfucker.
That's how they be too.
Yeah, they be on your ass down there. But it was dope though. I know.
But I don't like when people like they'll get something. It's like, all right.
Like a little piece of something.
Yeah, I hate an accessory thing. And then like also too, like it'll be like, oh well, this is such and such. And it's like, all right, well, that don't make it cute. Like them Balenciaga sneakers, they're ugly.
They're ugly as shit.
Like there's even polo. I like a lot of polo, but some polo shit's ugly. And I refuse to just buy it because it's Gucci or it's polo or whatever the case may be.
That's the thing I had.
But people do that.
That's the thing I had with some of the low life shit, because some of that shit's ugly. Some of it's dope and it's super rare, and it's not about really it looking dope all the time because it's so rare. And if you know the backstory of this piece, there's a lot to it. Yeah, there'd be a lot to it, but some of that shit, like I would wear that shit.
A lot of it is, and when it comes to like the high end shit, like the only thing I would really buy is like sunglasses. I love a dope ass pair of sunglasses. I'll splurge on them from a top designer or whatever. But yeah. Plus, the clothes ain't made to fit me. I can't even fit none of that shit.
But I'll tell you one thing. When I look at my bank account and see over 10 M's, I'm gonna be buying some goofy shit. I'm just letting you know now. I'm gonna go through a phase where I'm like trying to like.
Was it me that was stuck?
Yeah, you were stuck. You were frozen. You was on your Gwyneth Paltrow.
You didn't freeze?
Nah, you did.
Well, look what I got on my end. Look.
You was frozen smoke. Yeah, that's because it's probably your computer. Sometimes if like your internet glitches for a second, that's what happened. Everybody else was cool on this screen, so I think it was just you.
Look, Core. Can I get to say, am I frozen?
Look, Core.
Look, Core. Yeah, a little game 2. The Suns are in the NBA Finals. Salute to Phoenix. Kellen wants a jersey. I told him I'm gonna send him. I'll probably look and get him. I get paid tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to get him send him something.
Or he went to Phoenix, and now the Suns are in the finals.
Hell yeah, I fuck with Phoenix. Why would I fuck with Philly still?
I don't know.
I can't think of one good reason why I would still. I don't even like telling people I'm from the Philadelphia area. I don't like telling people I tell people I'm from Phoenixville. I make them ask the dumb question. You know how some people will go out of town and be like, yeah, I'm from like Philly. Nah, nigga, I'm from Phoenixville. Fuck Philly.
Remember when we used to do the opposite?
Are you rapping your set?
King of Prussia.
I tell niggas, you ever heard of Valley Forge?
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
I ain't saying nothing about Philly. I hate Philly, bro. I never really cared for Philly too much. I wasn't a big Philly. I never hung out in the city unless I was strung out or something. Straight up, there was no other reason for me to be in the city. I hate Philly.
I mean, you know what though? I had some good times on South Street, and I still enjoy it here.
Philly's art. People ask me all the time, they're like, "Yo, is Philly cool? I'm thinking about going visiting." I'm like, "Please don't."
Yeah, I'd be like, "Yeah, go
there
to
is nothing in Philadelphia for you right now. Like, please don't go to Philadelphia."
Tell them to go to Kensington.
It's the worst. Like, think about Philly. It's probably the worst city I ever been to. San Diego's dope.
It's the biggest tourist city in the nation. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's just disgusting. It's a terrible city. It's dirty. You ever just drive down the street? It's dirty. I hate Philly.
I still go down there, so I can't really say too much.
I mean, you go there because you live there. You live there, though. So, I mean, there's things in Philly to do, but Philly's whack.
Let me tell you, though, when we went to Times Memorial or whatever, and then I rode past the art museum and shit, and I'm like, I like this shit, though. I love Philly.
It's dope. It's dope. There's definitely some dope architecture.
And I like how we are when it comes to, like, you know, we ain't got no problem letting somebody know what's up, like Philly fans and shit.
It's the only thing I like the people of Philly. I hate the city. I don't like the city.
They got better clothes, better nail salons. Your hair's looking better when you go down that motherfucker. They got better kicks.
Yeah, but that's compared. But you're comparing that to Phoenixville, and that's why that it's doper. But if you compare that shit to any other major city, Philly ain't even close. Philly ain't fucking with New York. Philly ain't fucking with Atlanta.
You know the best customer, because this is kind of backtracking, but it's going to speak to the city. It's going to speak to the city. The best customer service I've ever had was from the Ralph Lauren store in Madison Avenue.
There you go.
Supreme customer service. You go
like
to Ralph Lauren and King of Prussia.
Customer service, because that's some A1 shit right there.
Oh, absolutely. These people found me my coat, mailed it to me. It was the wrong size, not by them, by my measurements. Went and got me another Jon and mailed that out to from New York. They didn't have to do none of that. I just called their store.
The King of Prussia one, that has the worst.
King of Prussia, they treat you like shit.
It's Philly. That's because it's Philly. It's all Philly. Yeah. I hate Philly, bro. I swear to God, since I got away from Philly, like, I really dislike Philly. Like, I'm glad I seen a little bit more, because Philly ain't it. Philly's terrible.
I gladly shop Madison Avenue over fucking King of Prussia. I was treated so well.
Like, I can't even recommend people go to, like, a couple people was like, yeah, I would always love to. I said, please don't go to Philly. Go to New York. Go up New York.
You can't even get anything at King of Prussia Mall. What the fuck they got there?
There's no malls in Philly. What mall you gonna go to in Philly? King of Prussia. You gonna go to King of Prussia. That's where you gonna go.
Ain't no Franklin Mills.
Like, Philly ain't have. I remember when I was living down there, I was like, I hate this city, bro. That city's trash. City's disgusting.
I got way better gear down the city than I do at King of Prussia.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna find that. That's in any city though. But I'm talking about the city as a whole. Like, city as a whole, Philly's probably one of the worst major cities in America for everything.
Well, you heard it here live, fellas.
Music. I mean, what good music right now is coming out of Philly? None.
I don't know, but if you go way back in the day, like McFadden and Whitehead and shit, a lot of beautiful things did birth in Philly.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Philly puts out good athletes.
No stopping us now.
Better food.
They got good food. They got decent food. I don't think it's better than a lot of other places.
Let me put it this way: there's more of a selection in here. When I go down to the
But what are we comparing it to? New York?
I think
New York's right next to Philly, mind you. New York and Philly are what, 90 miles apart? They're right next to each other. I'd rather go to New York. Got way better food.
They got all kinds.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, how are we scaling it? That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong, Monica. I'm saying, what are we comparing it to?
I don't know.
Phoenixville? I mean, yeah, Philly's doper than Phoenixville, but that ain't hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even get your nails done. You can't get a haircut or your nails done.
But yet people are moving from all over the United States to Phoenixville. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
All over the world. I told you I met some guy from Ireland who moved here.
Well, the fastest growing city in America, if you guys could guess, you guys know what that is? In the past, I think in the past like 10, 15 years straight.
What's that?
Phoenix.
What about it?
It's the fastest growing. More people move to Phoenix than any other city in the United States in the past 15, 20 years.
Right.
The most growing. It passed Philly for population. It passed Philadelphia for population. Philly's fifth now, and fourth.
There are a lot of people in sports
We're shitting on
go
Philly
to Phoenix.
everywhere across the board. Shitting on Philly. NBA Finals. If you can see it.
Corey just moved to Phoenix and sold out his home.
Yeah, I sold out. Really,
sold right out.
Phoenix, everything.
His loyalty. You will see where his loyalty lies. Wherever the fuck
it was never. Listen, it was never with Philadelphia. I'll tell you that. Ever.
You didn't go because it was a Tuesday. You was out there.
I was out there. I had my son out there. I'm so happy that my son got to see that. I didn't really care for it too much, but he appreciated it.
I ain't going to knock you though, Core, because I grew up watching all sports with my papa. He wasn't the type to have like his friends over and watch him. It'd just be me and him, and he just laughed every time, like at every game. He said, Kelly, he said they ain't ever going to win, and he said if they do, it's like a miracle. So
I'll tell you this, and I'll show you why. I'll show you why it's corny. They won with a backup quarterback. Come on. And then they get rid of, listen, Kelly, they get rid of the dude the next season.
I know. That was
what are you doing? And then you get rid of the person that you thought was going to be the shit 2-3 seasons late. Like, come.
Yeah, because he really.
You invested the whole farm on Carson Wentz.
That is just disappointing.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a bad friendship. Like, I'm not going to stay in that friendship. Like, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Did it pass the expiration
I gotta
date?
go. I gotta go. Exactly. It was over. It was over.
Speaking of relationships, I have a date tomorrow, and it's nobody that watched the fucking podcast or anything like that. Thank you.
Well, maybe potentially he can watch it, or he or she. Yeah. You know, and nowadays we have to be gender specific. No, you might go on a date. You might go on a date
with Kelly though. I don't think we have to.
Well, I think you go on a date. You don't know who you're dating these days.
I'm pretty sure it's a man.
I'm a little bit, because I don't really like, I don't like the fucking small talk.
Kel, check this out. Let's say the edible's kicking in, so I'm a little talkative. So
let's go.
shout out to Big Bud. You know what I mean? You're fucking fired. I'll tell you that. I'm about to use another one. I'm about to use another one.
You want a nice pop, Bud?
But listen, Kel, let's say you go on a date. And now, look, society's changing, right? Whether we talked about getting out of your comfort zone and how shit can be goofy. Society's changing. Kel, let's say you go on a date, and let's say you're going on a date with a guy who identifies as like a woman or something. What do you do in that situation?
Does she know it before she goes? She ain't going.
Yeah, but you don't know that until you sit down and have dinner and start talking, right? I mean,
well, I know this guy is like.
Oh, all right. So, but what happens in that situation?
Okay, like you're saying, if we didn't know we're going on.
Do you finish, Derek? Do you finish the date?
As a friend.
Do you finish the date? Do you pay for dinner, or do you be like, hold on, I'm out.
I'm gonna walk out.
I'm gonna pay for this appetizer and I'm gone. Like, I'm out of here.
Well, I would probably leave because that to me is like deception.
How far does it go? Because you could go and you don't know. And then you get home and you got the meat stick surprise.
Yeah, and I see it. And if I went out and then it turned out to be he's a she and she got a vagina and it's all bushy and shit, I'd be, oh my gosh, that's
wild, right? It's a wild scenario.
And I don't, I'm not knocking anybody, but I don't want,
I think transparency is, you gotta let motherfuckers know that.
I wonder if that would fall in. Now let's just talk about this. You know how, I don't know if it's too similar, but you know how they had the crime of passion, right?
Yeah.
You walk in, your spouse is cheating or whatever, right? So that's the defense that they use. I wonder if that would fall somewhat in the same category.
And that, Monica, that rarely works.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
In most states, that's not a defense at all.
Okay. Well, I'm not quite. I don't really know anybody that's in that predicament, but what if it got, like Derek said, what if it got that far?
It happens to people. I've never had it happen.
All right. So that's like deception, right?
Mm-hmm.
And say you don't go that way. Now, are you going to get booked if you treat the person or what?
If I'm going on a date with a woman and I think it's a woman the whole time and we get back to the crib, or maybe it's 2-3 dates later and I don't know.
What's the name say? Funky Cole Medina and shit. He was a man.
He said that shit back in the 80s, bro.
I think that, I feel like you gotta tell the person what's going on. You can't just surprise somebody like, woo, I gotta meet, and then not expect certain motherfuckers to wild out. Like, that's gonna trip somebody out. You don't know how people.
That's a recipe for disaster.
It really is, and I feel bad because in that community it happens a lot.
Or you might be drunk and be like, "This is interesting."
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck boys, they be on some ass shit.
Funky.
Buff Boys. Shout out to Buff Boys.
Shout out to Toad Luke.
I thought it was Gina was a man. It's actually Sheena was a man. But when she got undressed, it was a big old mess. Sheena was.
What did he say? He took off the dress and it was a big old mess.
Go and get it. A couple of sips. She goes. She was with me. Oh my Lord.
That shit was ahead of its time.
Luke was wild.
Sheena was a man.
Yo, Kel, what's up with that date though? You going out tomorrow night?
He said I don't fool around with no.
I'm going. The
Where
guy,
you guys going?
He's older too. He's from Downingtown. He's 47.
Okay.
So, and I always like guys a little bit older. I tried, like, the last two guys I like talked to or went out with a couple times here and there were a little younger. I gave it a shot. It just don't work for me. Not even my same age, really. I feel like 2 years older is good. But he's 47. In Downingtown, and he works until like 6 o'clock. So I was like, you know what? I like a spot. It's called Limoncello. Let's go there. And he's Italian too. So when I sent him the details, like the address and stuff, he's like, oh, it's an Italian place. I said, yeah. I said, I didn't do that on purpose. I did it because it's like a 10-15 minute drive for both of us.
Yeah.
And it's not like and shit. So, but I mean, he's a cool dude. He's not really like, he's just different. Just older, more mature, more my speed, stable. So we'll see though. I haven't even gotten through the first date yet. I might have to phone a friend. We'll see how it gets.
Kelly be hiding her.
Have Monica call me and say there's an emergency, like just lie and shit so I can get the fuck out.
Nah, just hang out, stay in the moment, and just
hang out. You don't even know what's happening. Just stay there.
I'm saying enjoy your time. What's wrong with just chilling, enjoying the present?
No, I do. I plan to, Corey. You just never know. But I mean, he's been cool.
You look at it like it's only got to be one night.
Yeah, that's
like
it.
one dinner, not even one whole night, just a dinner.
Right.
You ain't got to go past that.
I wonder if I take you home.
So you just enjoy it. If you don't like feeling him like that, you still enjoy your dinner.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I like him already because he kind of like my sarcasm and my tone. So he gets it and he shoots it back at me, but not too much. Like just right, you know what I mean? So he's not trying to be a smart ass. He just kind of let me know, like I see you, girl.
But we talked about this on a prior episode, how you don't really meet the person until it's usually way into relationships. So
yeah,
a lot of times you don't see
me in a relationship and haven't for a very long time.
Because people get weirder. The longer you're with someone, the weirder they get.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's just real. That's
I really wish
it all quick.
No, I really wish that they would do like Corey's skit. I always say that, but they would be so much easier.
I'm going to do that and film it right, and I want to do it myself. And that's actually something I want to do. I got to do that. You gotta remind me to do that, because that's a dope video. I could make a song that kind of coincides with that and shoot a video. And in the beginning of the video, it's similar to that, and then maybe at the end have another little, like, it'd be dope.
Story, that shit it's key. It's so
I gotta find a way to make a rap video with that, and I gotta create a song to go with it. But that'd be dope.
It makes things so much easier. And I'm telling you, I even applied that to when I meet somebody. Like, I just tell them, like, everything I used to do, all that shit, everything I do now. You know what I mean? I fucking took ecstasy a few weeks ago. I dropped a hit of acid when my friend died. Like, fuck it, I'm telling you.
I was there for that.
Did you?
I was there for that. Yo, I went over to this little I went over to the little shindig with Lex and Kelly there. Jenny, John, I want to say everybody's name because I won't say, but a couple people were there. Some boy I know and everything. He was like, "Yo, your friend Kelly's over here. Come over." I'm like, "Word," and I fuck with the boy. He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
Lex went over, motherfuckers was smoking weed, drinking. I'm thinking, all right, they just smoking some weed, drinking. Next thing you know, that Molly comes out. I'm like, ain't that big of a deal. Then these motherfuckers start taking acid and shit. I felt like I was back in the 90s. I said, oh, Lord.
A good old candy flip. Not like a good old candy flip. Listen, I will say this. Their ecstasy, I don't know about acid. Acid, you have to be in a certain mind frame to fuck with that shit. But that thing, every time I took acid, I think I left better than I started. I'll be honest. I don't think it hurt me. And I know I'm not encouraging drug use by any means.
Absolutely not. You know what I mean?
But ecstasy's dope. Ecstasy is one of them things where, like, every few years, it's dope. Safe surrounding. You're at the crib or something, or you're in Vegas. Poppy, you pill with your girl. I encourage. Listen, fuck that. Derek, you in Vegas, Poppy. Well, not you, but
I wouldn't take any.
Didn't have negative experiences with that. Ecstasy is awesome in a controlled environment.
You said it's awesome.
Not something you're gonna do every day.
It was.
You get strung out on ecstasy.
It was the best. It was the best. If you're going to talk about drugs that were the best feeling drug, that was the best one I've ever taken, and it was the worst
night. It's a dope night with your girl or something on vacation. That's an e-pill. What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
That's a nightcap.
Like, yeah.
That's a nightcap.
Listen, it's gonna be a rough next day. The next day.
You know what? Let me tell you something. The next day for me, and this is just right after Tom passed, I did this. I was fine. I really was. Now, about 3 or 4 days later, I said, "What the fuck did I do that?" And then I was around
because you was in the moment. I don't think it's
and you know what? But I had such a good time. Like, I was around people that the bull named Derek. And then he was so excited. He was like, because one of our friends, Jen, we'll just call her. She was like, Kelly's good friends with Derek, and the guy he's like, she's your best friend, and I'm like, yeah, and he's like, call him, and I was like, okay. Like,
hold on. Let's rewind.
He's a good dude. He's a cool cat.
He's cool as shit though, but it just blows my mind when people are like starstruck. He's like, call him.
That's what I was gonna get to, because I was lost for it. I was like, hold on, what was the big deal? But was he starstruck with Doc?
Yeah.
Doc, you don't know how many times. You don't know how many times I've been in the county and niggas was like, Derek Conia, Jon Murdock, you know him?
Yeah, man.
Motherfuckers knew your whole name. I was like, yeah, no, that's my man. What's your name?
Because it's like it's you, but
and then months later, they find out I'm Ricky Fitz. They're like, you're Ricky the whole time.
I guess like local shit.
Oh my fucking God. He was like, Jon Murdock, like Starwin.
Like Starwin.
Hey, mind you, I'll be in the county or something. It'd be weird. A lot of weird situations where I was like, in the county.
Yo, it's dumb hot, and I don't even drink this shit like that, but I'm fucking with these right here.
They're good. Stella. That's the allure shit, right?
It's like that Belgian shit. I love Belgian beer.
Stella is good. That's a good beer.
I do the Belgian wheat is Blue Moon.
But wait, so let me finish.
Belgian beer.
A lot of things happen when
is that Belgian, Derek? Am I wrong?
No, you're right. It says over 600 years of Belgian brewing.
They make really good beer.
Hold on, y'all. So look, the bull has me call Derek, which is amazing, and then Derek actually shows up which was even more. Everybody's on ecstasy.
It's just work. Yeah, it's just good.
It's like even I was excited. I was like,
I will say this though.
It was like
there's
one
a
of the
shindig. Most times I call Derek for a shindig, he'd pop up. If he was able to pop up, he'd pop up.
Yeah, they just happened to be around. And I was
Derek's
like,
always trying to get out and, chill a little bit if it's a good situation.
I had a couple shots. I smoked a couple. I think I took like 2 hits of the weed they had. I was like, there ain't nothing else.
Cigarettes.
So many different drugs. They're doing so many different drugs.
There ain't nothing else in this joint, right?
They're putting no weird shit in. It's probably just bud. Like I'll smoke some good bud with y'all, like a hit or two. I'm cool with that because if I have a couple drinks, that shit just kind of evens me out. I can't just smoke bud by itself though. Like I'll take a hit or two every few months or something. Out. If I feel weird off it, I take a shot or two, and that just takes it away from me.
He said you get you some Henny. He said you get you some Henny and some moist browners.
And some moist browners.
He said now you even.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
How about when we were on Star Street back in the day?
You know what they call that there nowadays?
He said, y'all look like gremlins. You're already.
Yeah, it's all fucked up.
You know what the young kids call that there? They call it crossfaded.
What?
It's big. It's big. They call it when you're smoking weed and drinking.
Okay.
Because it is a liquor, like when you put them together, it is a nice blend if you don't overdo it. If you overdo it, you get sick.
But I'm missing it. It's called cross what?
Crossfaded.
Crossfaded.
Crossfaded. Yeah, they call it crossfaded. Out here, it's like big.
Kid.
Like I was at work the other day and the bull was like, yeah, I was at, we at the bar drinking. My man broke out the weed, you know what I'm saying? Well, I was crossfaded as hell. Like, and it's how they talk. They talk different. Like out here, they talk different than they do back home. Like everybody talks to me, they're like, yo, you ain't from around. You be saying,
I kind of like that term though.
I like
crossfaded though. You'll hear it in music.
I be crossfaded too. Shit, I'm using that.
See, out here, you get a lot of.
How many times have we been crossfaded? Shit.
Get some LA like.
I get crossfaded every day. It's just like for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else.
We've been.
That's just a night. That's just a night in the studio for me.
I think we've been.
I'm running
triple crossfaded.
I feel like I'm at my best when I'm, you know what I mean? A couple beers and a little bit of weed.
Yeah, I might take a hit. I was a bowl ski later just to do it. And I'm chilling. I don't really got shit to do. Drinking brewski. It's Friday today. Tomorrow. It's 11.
Yo, video drops tomorrow, Derek. The one you mixed. Beautiful job.
I think it turned out good.
I'm trying to get him out of the. I want Derek to start getting back into what he does best. In my eyes, I think that's one of the best.
I recorded something too right after I mixed that. Like 2 days later, I recorded something for somebody too.
See, there you go. When we gonna start? Listen, we got to start a project, Doc. We got to get our feet moving.
Come on, let's do it.
I got the.
I don't think
beats picked out.
I need to be on an intro, talking shit or something.
Yeah, I know. Can we get included just one time?
Well, you guys are doing that on my song. I still need that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not rushing it because I mean the album. I actually want to get that album out maybe by the end of August. So
I got you. I'm here for it. And then
it's an EP. It's gonna be like 5-6 songs.
Listen, I might come up with a little game we could play real quick and just we'll do the same thing. I'll just make it up as I go.